So it's like a battery-powered Springer.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up guys? Today we have a bit of a different video. I'm here with Jan, who is an engineer at NOVRITSCH, who made many of our products actually and designed them. And we're here with Mr. Liu, who is the engineer of WELL. And we have something very interesting, which, I mean, just take a look. It's a bolt action, but electric. And now I can shoot it.
With the magnet.
Mag fell out, it's still a prototype.
Yeah. It's all 3D print. I mean.
Yeah, so it's when I saw it, it blew my mind because I think it's not that easy to create this and a lot of time went into this, but I would really like to understand why did they create this in the first place. So maybe you can ask Mr. Liu, where did the idea come from?
就是刚开始这个想法是什么 Yeah, the original thought was for steel BBs 4.5.
So a very strong 4.5
因为
mm
那个
steel.
弹簧太沉了 Yeah, so it would be too heavy.
Yeah.
For bolt pole.
And how many joules do you want to get out of this?
理论上就打铅弹最大威力是17 joules
17.
with some torques on the gearbox.
Gearbox.
Yeah, well, it's
Well, I guess it's a gearbox.
I think it's a warm drive basically.
Good. But now it's a 6mm project, right? Like this is a...
这现在是6毫米对吧
This is a 6mm magazine.
Yeah.
So this is like a Maruzen style 6mm magazine. So it looks VSR, but it's not just VSR.
Oh, for once the hop-up dial would be here.
The hop-up dial would be here.
Would be here, yeah.
Ah, okay.
I think it's TDC type dial. I think it's a wheel in contact another wheel, not sure. It's missing here because you can see the 3D print shrunk.
Yeah.
The holes are not aligning, so he didn't install the dial.
Okay.
So he made two versions. One for steel BBs and this one just airsoft.
And in what power do they plan to make this for airsoft?
Right now this one says 3 joules currently, but they say you can do 4.
So I hear two actions going on. So basically I flip up. Something's moving here. I guess it just cocked the piston, right?
Imagine this as a self-cocking crossbow. You have the action of pulling back the string,
Yeah.
but you still have to have the carriage which pulls the spring be returned.
And so I also still have to move the ball because I have to move.
You have to load the BB.
I have to load the BB, so I have to go back at least 6mm. It's kind of like the HBA, like the HBA bots. But then what does it do now actually? So it has to bring the carrier forward. Or
Yeah. Because otherwise, how do you shoot it? You can't shoot the carrier forward, right? You have the piston, you have something to bring the piston back, but this thing has to go forward. The gear ratio would not allow you to, shoot together with the...
So if I would flip it down and pull the trigger, it would probably fuck it up, right?
Maybe nothing happens. Maybe the carrier just locks.
No, I mean if I do, and now I pull the trigger while it's going forward. I think
it shoots into the, it probably
it up,
shoot the piston. If this thing isn't returned to position, it's linked to the trigger. You wouldn't be able to pull. It's like a safety.
Ah, there's a safety net.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would really love to see this from the inside. Maybe Mr. Liu can. Ah, I see. Okay. But I could still, if I now. Well,
No, what he meant is it basically only triggers it, like only disengages safety when it's fully forward. It's like in between, not in between. I think there's probably some linkage that hits.
Okay. Yeah. So the battery compartment is, maybe I can show this here. I can show it on camera, but basically you have this butt pad here that slides in from the bottom. This is, again, all 3D printed, so,
It's actually pretty amazing for 3D print.
Here we go. That's the butt pad. You have your battery inside here, just like on an AHE.
No. It's
Here you go. Battery powered Springer.
Yeah.
There we go. There's quite some space. You could put a massive battery in here actually when you see like this whole upper
I
part
think
here.
you pull against the light.
You can actually see how big it is. Okay, can Mr. Liu take it apart? I would love to see how that thing is constructed on the inside. Now, again, this is not in mass production yet. This is basically an engineering prototype, and I don't even know if they will ever make this. But if it's made, it's going to be available from WELL or WELL Pro, or either one of these two brands. Yen, would you run it?
The way it is right now, it kind of defeats the purpose of a bolt action.
Kinda. Like it has the complexity of an AHE, and it's as loud as an AHE, but it's as slow as a bolt action to wreck, right?
I think it might even be slower if I don't want like 4 joules. If I have like 2 joules, you can rack it rather fast.
So here you can see the action.
Yeah, this one is a carrier.
看一下啊， 开枪的话呢，就是这样子。
So it's just like a warm drive.
Yeah, the warm drive. I said it's probably the only way they can get the torque for it.
Man, look at that, how they transferred the force. They use this. Yeah.
Like a truck.
Yeah. How long did it take him to design this and to get it to the stage?
4 months, but he did not exclusively work on this. The time span is 4 months.
So like what, 200 hours, probably?
Yeah, he only do what's not available on the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely not available on the market.
I mean, for certain people, I think the downside. Let's say you have a muscle injury, and still want to play both.
Yeah, but then you would go with a gas, right?
No, I think the biggest downside of this is the noise. Because the drive is so slow, it's not AEG can be quiet if you pre-cock it, and this one you can't.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's not quiet.
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's not. I mean, it's easy to wreck, but so is an HBA. Well, there's no HBA sniper yet. Yeah, coming. I guess it also depends how. But I think it's not gonna be cheap either, right?
No, it wouldn't.
Like
be
this
cheap.
is not gonna be cheap.
It wouldn't be cheap. Thing is, you also have the same amount of issue, if not more than AEG. Kinda like.
It's a very interesting idea. That's for sure.
If the gearbox wasn't noisy,
It would be quiet. Yeah, but even I feel like you can shoot it very fast, right? Like when I play as a sniper, I shoot fast, right? I go like you can do this gun.
As I said, you can't. It's for certain people, if you just permanently have some ligament issues with the arm, like you can't force it.
But maybe we judge it by the wrong standard, because if this is really a 13 joule Springer, okay, no, I can't cock it with my hand anymore, right?
If you're talking, well, first you won't play BB like airsoft with
Yeah, but I mean for 4.5.
But if it's a pellet gun, yeah.
Here we go. So here's the drive.
I think this is just motor and controllers. The drive, I think, is on the other side. So this transfers the rotation.
But the motor is what? It's just this length, right?
I think the motor with the gear is here, I think.
So it even has a gear reduction.
Yeah, so you can see this run, I think, bearing here. So I would imagine you have a motor with a spur gear, bigger this side, smaller this side, then engage here again. So you basically have my guess would be a stepped reduction gear.
Look at this thing.
But the warm drive would be here, so it's threaded. It's kind of, the CNC,
That's the
ball
Spindel,
bearing.
we call it in German.
So it's a really big thread. So that rotates and pulls on this thing. I mean, one of the reasons people like bolt action is reliability, right? But it's a decent amount of torque. I can feel it. It's a decent amount of torque.
This is so complicated. Like you have a trigger board here, or it detects.
I think I would say micro switch here. So when it pushes on some of the parts, you have I can see a micro switch there. Let's see, it triggers this. Yeah, this one triggers that. So yeah, it touches that. Actually, I was talking with him. This for pellets 4.5. It is way more interesting because then you are talking about you never need to charge it like a PCP, and you don't have to do this brick barrel action on regular one.
I guess it would be like the first electric high power 4.5, probably, right?
I wouldn't call it high power. Just 4.5s are can be certainly pretty powerful. Okay. Oh, that's a spring. This looks like the more standard stuff.
That's like a standard VSR cylinder. The nozzle is longer though, is it?
Yeah, I can imagine because the magazine is that kind of.
Yeah. And the chamber is also not a VSR chamber, right?
It's probably a hybrid. Yeah, you have a detent there, just like the 96. The 96 uses a bolt, but that one uses a.
So you access a dial through here, you would turn here,
so
and the dial would be rotating.
His idea would be you can, shooting it and rotate.
Yeah. Well, it's actually not a bad idea. Beats a dial at the top, I guess.
的话呢，它保证这个
前后
But it locks at the back.
No, it locks on both front and back, so you don't have the flip floppy mag you
Show
would
it
have.
again. You have a linkage or what?
Yeah, so not a linkage, but basically it has a huge mag catch thing. This entire thing. So you have a latch in the back, a notch in the back, and notch in the front. You
Can you
can
press
see.
it again?
Yeah. So
So
the
here
whole
and-
ring is moving. Yeah.
Wow.
And it locks basically on both sides. You have not here and not here. So in this case, your magazine would be flat, you know.
Just straight in
Yeah,
there.
straight in there, not like the
Not like the
VSR.
Marines,
If
no.
yeah, Marine here is like you couldn't move. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Really put in the extra effort on this one. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a different video. Thank you so much for Mr. Liu for presenting what he engineered. If you're interested in this product, it's not on the market yet. Maybe they will put it to market. Maybe you're watching as a distributor. You can contact Well and ask them to put it into production. That's going to be up to you. Yeah, let us know in the comment what you think about this. I think it's a very wild idea. It's so different to anything that I've ever seen, and I think also Yen has ever seen. So
I
that's
would never think about making this.
yeah. For the 4.5,
Yeah, as I said, once we introduce the idea of a Springer 4.5 pellet gun, yeah, it's
yeah, now it becomes a bit more.
it makes more sense to me than a BB gun.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.